Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Hello there, I'm John.
And I'm Kevin.
And this is 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger, the podcast where we take a long, hard look at some of our favorite action movies from the era of Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is the icon of the genre, and we're taking a deep dive into some of our favorite 80s and 90s cult action movies and breaking them all the way down.
Down.
Let's do it.
Welcome back, everybody.
What's up?
Kevin is here again along with John.
It's me.
We just had delicious pizza.
We did, from Luna Pizzeria here in Houston, Texas.
It was awesome.
It was excellent. We built our own. We encourage you to do the same. Don't go for a specialty pie.
Don't go for a specialty pie. Be your own boss.
Color outside the lines. Think outside the box.
And I'm drinking an amazing Platypus Brewing Ole Cheat.
Ole cheat! It's right down the street.
It's the Mexican-style lager. Solid.
How's it treating you?
It's excellent.
It's good. It's deceptive for a lager because it's a little higher ABV, right?
6% ABV.
It's wonderful.
It's a sneak up on you.
When you drink the next one, we need to get you a lime. It just completes the
we
magic.
keep saying this, but yes.
And I'm having the straight bourbon whiskey, Texas straight bourbon whiskey from Garrison Brothers
Is it
Distilling.
possible for it to be bourbon and from Texas?
The only requirements for a whiskey to be bourbon is that it has to be at least 50. It's at least 50 or 51. I think it's 51% corn.
Okay.
And it has to be aged in new oak barrels.
So Kentucky's got nothing to do with it?
No, but that's
Okay.
just where it originated.
Yeah,
Bourbon
yeah.
County.
Cool.
It's a delicious spirit. I recommend it. Garrison Brothers is doing it right.
I'm going to have one of those next.
I'm gonna have a little sip now just to wet my whistle.
While he's doing that, welcome back. This is the third episode of our breakdown of the absolutely ridiculous Tango Cash.
If you haven't been keeping up, I'm just going to go ahead and start this episode off by saying I hate this movie. It's terrible, but I'm enjoying talking about it because it is preposterous.
There's nothing about this movie that's not preposterous.
Correct. I guess we should catch everyone up. In our last episode, Tango Cash went out on a false mission. They'd each received the same tip to go to a location for just some undisclosed deal. And in doing that, they were both framed for murder.
Yeah.
In their trial, they were testified against by people that were telling falsehoods.
Yeah.
And
Perjurers.
then they made a plea deal that they were going to go to minimum security prison for not more than 18 months, which is pretty light for an involuntary manslaughter or voluntary
seems like
manslaughter.
it.
Yeah, it seems like a light sentence.
Yeah.
But when the doors to the van opened up, they were definitely at a penitentiary. They were at Shawshank.
Shit, yeah. It was some cool hand Luke shit.
Inside, they found out that like a bunch of guys that they had been responsible for incarcerating were in there like ready to fuck them up, including Face from the beginning of the movie that Tango put behind bars.
Yeah.
And they're interesting roommates. They met them. And then right as we were wrapping up, as they were trying to sleep, some goons broke into their cells and abducted them and wrapped them up in like a laundry sack, I guess.
Yeah, stuffed him in a sack.
And got tossed down a laundry chute.
That's correct.
And that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Them flying down a laundry chute.
So, down in the bowels of the prison or whatever, the Tango and Cash, they struggle to their feet and break out of those sacks. It's like this huge, enormous space.
It looks reminiscent of like a laundry room. It looks like they're like industrial laundry equipment down there, but they're also...
It's very stylishly lit and there's steam rising from everywhere.
It doesn't make any sense. The room doesn't make any sense because it also seems like as the scene progresses that there are like jail cells down there with prisoners in there.
In them. Yeah. What?
So we just thought that maybe it was like the prison's so crappy that they ran out of space and they're like, we don't have anywhere to put them. We'll just build some cells in the basement in the laundry chute.
Right. and there are inmates everywhere.
Yeah, and no one is in their cell except for the guys.
Everyone's been released apparently. Yet Tango Cash, they continue with the wisecracks. I think it's like, oh yeah, let me guess, this is a welcoming committee. And it's Stallone. Is that a surprise party?
And that's like dead on delivery. That's how he delivers them. For me, this entire sequence for me is the least plausible part of the entire movie.
Really?
In an entire movie that isn't plausible, this scene is utter incoherent madness.
It's insane. Emerging from the shadows is our big bad villain, Perret.
Right, Jack Palance.
Yeah, he emerges. He starts taunting them, and it's like a silhouette. They don't really
Just think
see
of
him.
me as somebody who doesn't like you very much. Is that a sick burn or no?
I like Palance.
I do too.
He's chewing scenery over the top.
Like a truck.
Ponytail steps out as well. Tango recognizes him from the setup earlier.
Right.
This dude is like so fucking Cockney, but like a really kind of cornball Cockney accent.
It's not
accent.
a good Cockney accent, but
It's
whatever.
probably better than what I could execute, but I'm not gonna.
Better than what Stallone could execute.
Not truly. He approaches. He starts menacing Tango and Cash. He's got a straight razor,
Right.
and he's like talking about how he's going to slice their throats, this or that. And Cash goes on that epic rant about like, you want to cut my throat? Go ahead. You want to cut off my fucking head and use it as a basketball?
You can ball with a motherfucker for all I care.
Just don't let him do it. I don't want to be killed by this limey immigrant jerk off. I want to be
Yikes.
killed by an American jerk off.
It's just like, what the fuck?
It is cool. I mean, it's Kurt Russell manages to take the cheese that he's been given and make the most of it.
That's a professional right there, baby.
Yeah. So then the dude, Brian James, ponytail, he's like got great fucking crazy face, man.
Yeah, his crazy eyes are intense.
I felt like he was like channeling Busey. Busey could have crushed this role.
That's true.
But he sort of already did it
call.
in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, for sure.
So then that's when Big Jawed Goon,
That's
a.k.a.
right.
Face.
Perret like sort of intervenes and said, so other people want to say hello to you first. And Face steps out to taunt them.
How does anyone have this guy's face?
I don't know, man.
How does that exist in nature?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's like some sort of hydrocephaly or some
disorder,
maybe
some chemical.
But he seems like everything else about his body just seems normal.
He's just
and he's
got
like
a crazy shaped head, basically his skull. I would love to have seen his skull.
I would like to see or an X-ray.
I'm gonna go. Where's he buried? Let's go. Let's go. You get the shovel.
We're fuck. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I would be really interested in seeing like some 3D imagery of his skull as well, or the real thing.
So
I want to talk to it.
Hamlet.
Alas, poor Horatio.
Oh my God. So Cash, he says, "Oh boy, we're gonna get foobarred now," and Tango doesn't know what this means.
Of course he doesn't.
I as a kid watching this as an 8-year-old or whatever it was, I didn't know. But then again, I was 8 years old. I was not a grown ass man working in police for the past however long.
Yeah, 12 years.
So
I've been on the force for 12 years.
Yeah.
I like when he's giving the litany of like why he hates these guys that like Tango like broke his leg and his hand or whatever and my jaw. And Cash is like, you broke that jaw? That's good.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kurt Russell, love him. But yeah, Face is losing his mind. He's like, you don't look so tough now, do you? You fuck.
He's intense.
Dude, I don't want to mess
intense.
with him. Oh, when he said that, that's when Stallone leaned over and he's like, he must mean you. I kind of like that one. There's a few lines that even Stallone can't mangle, like beyond, still being kind of funny.
But only when it's like a few words.
He must mean you. They get to argue with each other as sort of a distraction.
Yeah,
then they
trying to distract him
punch.
and double punch him in the face.
Yeah, there's some okay fighting going on down there. What do you make of the brawl?
I think that's what makes this scene so this is the beginning of the ludicrousness of this scene, because they should have been immediately overwhelmed, and instead we get 2 straight minutes of them fighting guys one-on-one.
So we're doing okay. Cash somehow has a baseball bat.
The fact that they're fighting guys one-on-one is dumb It's like they're completely surrounded not 5 seconds ago, and now they're fighting guys one-on-one. Doesn't make any sense.
Slamming dude's head through the dryer.
That was crazy, yeah.
When Cash pops out with a baseball bat, like as if he found the fucking sporting goods stashed down there.
Maybe the gym is down there too.
I guess so, but I wouldn't think. I just can't. I mean, maybe they do have access to fucking baseball bats, but that seems like you're just giving prisoners weapons.
It's a real weird prison.
Yeah, that's for sure. We know this.
They end up
That's when there's arms reaching out from those like cells that are down there. Like
guys like cheering on the fight. We don't know. And then they're subdued. They like bump into each other and distract each other, and that's what causes them to get subdued by the crowd.
So yeah, they get taken, they get bound and tied and hung from the ceiling by these big ass hooks over some massive tubs of water. And I suppose this is all industrial laundry equipment that you might really find. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure in Shawshank that they were moving around sacks of laundry on big hooks that were like on a belt that like went along the ceiling. Yeah. It was like a conveyance system where you could like pull them across. Well, let's just roll with it then. Yeah. That's the least of our problems. Yeah. What this room is definitely the least of our problems, but we think it's the laundry. So Ponytail, he yanks a power line out of a dryer or something like that. He's just got a loose live wire. And this is where shit just really like goes from bad to worse. He's sort of like touching the wire to the water and sparks are flying, and he's asking them, which one of you guys wants to die first? And Cash asks Tango if he's got a family. He says, yeah. Tango asks Cash if he has a family. He says he's going steady with an alimony check. Good, that's a good line. I dug that, as a divorcee. Kurt Russell, both of us. Kurt Russell, he plays the part of a guy who's about to die really well. He's resigned to his fate or whatever. I like it. I think Perret decides you're going to dip Cash first. No one. Yeah, I was like. Probably because Stallone was like, make him pick him first. I like as Cash is being lowered in, he delivers with gusto the line, "Motherfuck you!" And then he gets electrocuted. I believe it, man. Like, what else are you going to say to a dude who's about to kill you? It seems weird that Perret chose Cash first since Tango cost him so much more money. $1 billion more, at least. Cash. How many millions? How many? All of that. Tango and Cash. Cash and Tango. Jack Palance, the fuck. He's crushing the game. Yeah, he's awesome. So he's getting electrocuted. I'm not sure about the science of this, but him still living seems unlikely. But then it wouldn't take a lot, I don't think, to kill you. And then they do the same thing to Tango. And the fucking inmates are loving it. Yeah, they're like cutthroat, reveling. At that moment, as it seems like death is imminent for these fellas, a bunch of guards bust in and break up the scene. The inmates just sort of disappear into the shadows. It's like absurd. Like everyone, there were dozens of inmates down there. Ninja, vanish! Like everyone just like backs away into the smoke. It is some laughable Dick Tracy shit for sure. It's bizarre. And honestly, like Perret and Ponytail, they don't even belong there. So they were smuggled in, I guess. Someone else would have had to smuggle them out. Some crooked guards or something that are on the payroll. Yeah. It makes no sense the way they vanish into the shadows. But anyway, that's, again, the least of our worries. That's the least of our worries. We don't know how they got in, and they got out by even like weirder means. Like what's weird is the guards are complicit in this whole thing, or some of them. The way that I think about it is that some are and some are not. Like, and then like especially somebody if the character let all the prisoners out of their cells, right? And we're about to meet a character who seems like an honest guy, and I'm wondering if he's like the last bastion of decency in the prison, and that maybe he's got guards that are loyal to him that are still like wanting to do their jobs. Yeah, it's weird. They cut to Cash and Tango. They're chained to each other. Right. Not just handcuffed or in the infirmary or something. They're just like, it seems like down still in the laundry area. Yeah, they've been moved to a different room. They've taken them and for whatever reason shackled them to each other with like a 6-foot long chain or something. Don't know why. No. Doesn't make sense. No one knows why. Whatever. Yeah. To what end is that? Anyway. For the line about my arm. Just to get to get one half laugh. Yes. Stallone, I'm telling you, Stallone's probably like, what if they're chained together? What What if they're chained?
I saw it in a movie one time where some guys were chained together. It was pretty funny.
It's a really good episode of
and whoever was directing this day was like, fucking fine. Let's just do the chain. Can we just do the chain, please?
Just do what Sloan says. He won't go on unless he's chained to Cash. But yeah, so this guy, Matt, enters.
Right.
Kind of a portly fella.
Uh-huh.
He's an old friend of Cash's. He's the assistant warden of the prison.
Convenient.
And never has someone looked more like they were from Chicago.
Duh, Bears. He totally does.
He's like, I looked him up. He's not from Chicago, sadly. That disappointed the shit out of me.
That is disappointing. Fuck him.
But yeah, he's got the Polish name. It's like Sukowski or something like that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the concept of the assistant warden, second in command,
right.
I would guess. He sort of wanders in. He has the authority to do something about the situation. He has the authority to put them under some type of protection.
Right.
And he's just acting like there's nothing he can do about it. He's like, oh, you guys are in deep shit.
Maybe the warden is a worse person. Like the warden is corrupt.
But yeah, he's like asking him who the hell set you up? And they don't know. But it's like as if it's common knowledge that this was a setup. And not that you guys aren't really guilty.
Maybe they shook down some of the prisoners that were in there, like trying to kill them. And they're like, got some information. No one knows. No one knows anything.
How?
Least of all us.
The viewer. How is it that this man says the words, shit, anything can happen behind these walls. All you need is the cash. We got some of the best guards money could buy. You got the bucks, you get what you need. The whole place is corrupt. It's like, okay, and you're working here.
He needs a job.
Part of it.
He's got kids, man.
He could call the fucking New York Times or the LA Times and
maybe
do something about it.
Maybe he's tried.
I have no fucking clue.
He's got kids. He's got mouths to. He's got 5 kids. Like Benny in Total Recall.
This guy is, I just found myself like, he's literally in a position that he could do something about it, and he's not.
He is conveyanced to get them out of jail.
Truly. He's like, you only got one option. You need to escape. All right, cool. I'm good. That sounds like a fucking good plan to me.
Before we even get there, I love that Cash asks what Quan and Lopez would gain by like trying to like have them killed like that in prison.
Yeah.
Why not just shoot him and be done with it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, same. I'm wondering. I've been asking that same question like for the last 35 minutes, brother.
There are just massively easier ways. Perret is. You know what? Perret is not a young fella. Maybe he's getting a little senile.
Maybe so, yeah. He's like he's got a Mad King thing going on, like in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just like, no, I need to make the maze. I need the mice. They need mice in my maze. Whatever.
I wish we'll get there eventually. Anyway, Tango doesn't trust this. Like, let's help them escape. Yeah, just because somebody has to disagree. They can't agree on everything or anything.
Why? Yes, he thinks escaping is a bad idea. I'm like, fuck that. After what's just happened, it's night 1.
You and Cash are on the same page, and I am with you. Yeah,
I'm 100% with it. Also, at this point, Cash just outright calls the guy Max, who they called him Matt 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Now he's Max.
It's a Lincoln Hawks situation. It bears mentioning how terrible Stallone's acting is again in this scene.
What are you thinking about?
Is a risky proposition.
He's trying to be funny or charming or something.
Cash gives him the best face he can as an actor, Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
When he says
What's
that
the
line,
face saying?
Just like disappointed, like I wish that you would just trust me and believe me.
Yeah, like just shut up and let's go.
You feel like Kurt Russell was over there like acting for his life, like just trying to stay alive.
He's making the most of what he's working with, I guess.
Woof.
Yeah. Cash is like, you should just trust me. And then if I'm Tango, I get how maybe my faith in the system is shaken.
Yeah. Like
you've been framed up or whatever. But I cannot think of a worse option than staying in the prison, where the guards are clearly helping to have your lives ended.
They let several dozen prisoners out of their cells at night to abduct and kill you.
How is staying there a better option than attempting an escape?
Well,
maybe he thinks that they're going to figure out that we've been misplaced and someone will come to the rescue soon.
Seems naive.
Couldn't they just tell this guy, Matt, hey, call our fucking captains and put us in protective custody until our Captain, get here and transfer us to where we're supposed to be.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for Tango to not be on board with.
There's a million more plausible things than either just staying put and hoping for the best or trying to escape. Really,
right?
Any fucking way.
It's because it's Stallone, and Stallone sucks.
Yeah. So Matt busts out like the blueprint of the prison or some
Thank
shit.
goodness he brought the schematic.
Yeah, he got the fucking schematics. He's like saying he's got the strings that he can pull the strings to get them assigned to the right work detail to try to escape. Dude, if you got clout like this, just put him in solitary.
Right.
Put him in protective custody. There's usually like a protective wing or something.
They didn't have time to go into the fact that the warden is in like Perret's pocket or something.
Tango, amateur fucking architect or something, is like, well, why don't we go this way? It's like, dude, you're reading that? He's like, no, that's the long way around. This is we're
going this way.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. I think Cash is like saying, we're sticking with plan A, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man, but cut to next day.
The next day, we think...
Right. It's got to be the next day, right?
Yeah, they need to get out of there pronto.
I think... Tango is just kicking it.
Yeah, Cash like comes and sees him and says it's time, our work detail. Yeah. It's time for our work detail.
We're on trash duty or some shit like that.
Yeah, and Tango announces, I've changed my mind.
What? Yeah, it's weird.
Why? Why have you changed? You need to get out of there. You're going to die. Like, why does he want to stay in prison? And we don't know. Cash says if they stay, they'll get FUBAR and explains what FUBAR means now.
Explain it to anyone who
fucked up beyond all recognition.
Or if you're watching on like TBS or whatever, it was fouled up beyond all recognition. But yeah,
Mr. Falcon, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Tango says, he doesn't trust Matt for some reason.
He led an army of guards down to rescue them when they were about to die.
He rescued you when you were about to die.
I don't know why you think he's somehow part of the longer con to like take you out later.
That's the kind of person that Tango is. He's a complete moron. But he wishes Cash the best.
He wants to stay here by himself. Like, does he think he's going to just be, I can take care of myself in here?
He wants to stay there and make...
Sweet love to Slinky.
Make Slinky his
I think
bitch.
They were about a couple more nights in jail. Like, Slinky was going to get fucked.
They probably had already cuddled, at least.
Slinky's easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking Slinky. That was weird.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I hope you two are very happy together.
Right. He calls him Cousin It for some reason that we don't know because Cousin It has hair and Clint does not have hair.
Never has had hair, has he?
Not his whole life. He was born bald and stayed that way.
Like Charlie Brown. Oh my God. I feel like at this point you got to trust somebody if you're Tango. Like, anyway, fuck it.
He trusts Kiki.
I'd much rather get killed trying to escape
100%.
than awaiting my fate alone in prison.
Like, waiting in myself for someone to slit my throat?
Or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm going to do everything I can to get out.
So Cash is out there in the yard, pushing dumpsters
with another
inexplicably
southern guard.
Yeah, every fucking guard in that place is like,
"Hey, man!
Hey, what the Sam hell going on around here?"
Hope you like your... What did the first guy say? It was like, home sweet home, boys, or something like that.
Where the fuck did they cast these guys?
Mississippi.
It was like they're in Angola or something. They're deep in the
Louisiana.
Bayou. Yeah, it's fucked.
That's awesome.
Anyway, yeah, I just don't know why they're out doing chores after dark. That wouldn't happen.
They show Kurt Russell doing trash stuff, and they show Tango's in the prison like mopping floors on the tier. And then Cash makes his break for it, and we somehow missed out that the step one of escape was tunneling through a wall with a crowbar.
The guy Matt had told him like, go, you got to get into the shed or something, get into the shack, and I'll leave the tools you need to get in there. He didn't tell him, like, I would not have assumed that means there's going to be a crowbar and I need to bust through the border.
You have to dig through a wall, through a concrete wall. Okay.
He just went right to it. It gave away like it was fucking made out of styrofoam or something, which it probably was.
Yeah, it is stupid.
Yeah.
Why is he digging in the side of the building? And that's pretty labor intensive for a quick escape. Whatever.
So he gets into like the ventilation system, I guess. There's these massive, industrial action movie fans.
Right.
Blowing. It's like, think of the Nakatomi Tower.
That's right.
Or whatever else.
But bigger.
Bigger, give me bigger. This is the biggest fan you've ever seen.
Bigger.
He goes through the one fan is turned off. So okay, now
Way to go, Matt.
now it's kind of resembling what Matt had said.
It's also resembling the scene in Big Trouble in Little China where he escaped from the Wing Kong exchange.
Yeah, he's deep in the water.
He's in a subterranean
bowels.
layer, and when he crawls up that ramp and opens the door, I half expected for like a bunch of Wing Kong to be standing there. He's like, we're trapped.
Red turbans.
Red turbans.
Yeah. So anyway, he opens up the thing, and there's the lifeless body of Matt comes rolling down this sort of incline towards him. He's got his throat slit there.
Rough.
What I don't get is, was Matt supposed to be there to help them, or did he just get found out? Like that he was.
I think that he probably got found out, and that
they made him talk.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Yeah, I buy that. I buy that. Then there's guards there and dogs and fucking Face, the big jawed goon, is leading the charge.
Being led by a prisoner.
What? Fucking what?
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
It's like the guards are taking orders from him.
Right. They're all being paid by Perret.
I guess so, but they say, let this one prisoner lead you.
Right.
I'll get to a theory I have in a minute. But we'll keep it moving.
I can't wait.
This is just fucking, it's shit. It's shoddy storytelling.
What, this movie?
No.
Crazy. How dare you, sir?
So Cash, he scrambles back the way he came. He uses that crowbar to sort of wedge the door shut, or just puts it through the door handle so it can't be opened. But now the big ass fan that he came through on the way out,
it's blowing, baby,
is on now. So he's fucked up. And this is when Tango arrives to save him.
Of course he does.
What?
He rethought it while he was mopping.
How did he get there?
That's my question. Is like
he was on mop duty when we saw him. He was able to just freely walk out of the building.
Yeah, he didn't he just walked right by all the guards.
Yeah,
everyone was just like, bye.
So he's got this big pipe or something, and he jams it into the fan to sort of stop it from going. But he's not without a quick exchange of one-liners. He's like, "What are you doing here? I got lonely."
Probably true.
It's like, fuck.
He was already over Slinky's company.
Let's just get going, which is the next thing that happens. He's like, I can't hold this all day. So, So Cash gets through there. They let it go. The fan starts blowing again. Around at the same time, that's when the guards get the door open. Fucking Face is furious.
Of course.
He's like, whatever. He's super duper
He's
pissed.
emoting.
It's fucking weird.
So
they seem to know the way that they're going at this point.
Well, it's weird though, right? Because Cash was going the way that Matt told him to go per plan A, per looking at that map.
Yes.
Now they're going a different way, which I assumed was the way that Tango saw and was like, why don't we go this way?
That would make the most sense.
But then while they're running away, Tango's like, you sure this is the right way? And Cash is like, no, this is definitely the right way. Yeah. The roles get reversed.
It's weird. It's weird. It would make more sense if Matt had given them the map.
What? Stupid.
He could have just said, yeah, fold this up, put it in your pocket.
Put it in your butthole. You're going to need it. Yeah.
Wedge that in there.
Hide this in your taint.
Tuck it up underneath the sack. No.
Tuck it between your balls.
I'm not even going to belabor the point, but fucking Tango does call him. Then he's talking about your friend Max set you up.
But then Cash says that Matt got killed.
He got killed. And this is the bit where he says his throat was cut ear to ear. Know what I mean? And Tango said, ponytail? Like, because, he had been menacing them with that straight razor earlier. So
I wish that they had called ponytail at some point before this.
This was the first time?
Yes.
Did you not notice the ponytail? Or did you...
I noticed it, but when he said it, I was like, what? And it took me a second because no one had called him. I wish that they had called him ponytail at least one time previously.
If you've seen the movie a bunch of times, it doesn't stand out to you. But yeah, if you're seeing it for the first time in decades,
I was like, ponytail? What does that mean? And then like a second later, like, oh, the guy,
dude. Okay. But so here's what would have made more sense: if Ponytail, who apparently is the one who killed Matt, had been the guy leading the guards.
Yeah, that would have made much more sense.
And how about if, as Tango is dropping his mop, I guess, and sneaking out of there, if Face had seen him and had followed him, and that's how he's like down in the bowels as well, or whatever.
That would make sense.
It just, I can't.
I mean, look, man, there are 7 million things we could do to fix this movie.
Like, if he followed him in there, we know he's somewhere down in the tunnels.
Right.
And yeah, it would make more sense because Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense how it is that Face catches up with them again.
No.
In any world.
No.
Nah, fuck it.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
That's when they go up a shaft, up a ladder.
Right.
They wind up on the rooftop of a building.
No one knows why this prison is built the way it is. We just want to say again, it's just like it's put together real weird.
They wind up like sort of shimmying up a big pipe to, what is that, a water tower?
It's like a water tower, yeah.
Okay.
A silo of some kind.
It's strange, but they go up this thing. Maybe it catches water and then funnels the water down to the other building.
Maybe so.
I don't know. About this time, the sirens, the alarms start going off there in the
Even
prison.
though the cops have known for like several minutes that something's going on.
Oh, yeah. They're a little late.
Unless those were the bad cops and they couldn't let people know that inmates were missing.
Once their plan of killing them has gone awry, then maybe they're like, all right, sound the alarm.
Oh, we can't say anything about it. Yeah.
So they get up on top of that tower, and then they jump down to another rooftop.
Right.
And
where there's some dangerous shit.
Do you think they actually know where they're going?
Cash seems to say it like he's convinced that he knows.
Cash is leading the way now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Tango asked the same question: is this the right way? And Cash is like convinced. He's like, yeah, I know we're going the right way.
They wind up coming across some sort of a massive like electrical array that they have to weave through.
Yeah, this reminded me of so many video games where you have to like scoop past some live wires or electric seaweed, like in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or some shit.
And one of them, I think it was Tango, says, "You know what? I'm getting real tired of electricity."
Yeah, it was definitely Tango.
And Cash is like, nag.
Nag.
Can you guys not just? This is serious. This is a serious crisis you're in.
I think it's supposed to put the audience at ease.
Like, these guys are just so cool under pressure, so funny.
Yeah.
Although the jokes aren't.
The jokes are not funny.
Oh, my gosh. Well, they've reached the edge of, like, a building, I guess, on the outer perimeter of the prison. And there's these fucking power lines that are just sparking in the rain.
Why is the power line sparking like that?
I've never seen that before in my life. Does that mean like the inside part of the wire is exposed or something?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know why it's doing it.
Maybe just so that you know that it's dangerous.
I'm going to quote Cash here. You don't know how electricity works, do you? No, I definitely do not.
I don't. They don't. The screenwriter definitely didn't. Yeah. But now, there's some wide shots of them on the roof, and the stunt doubles are dressed differently than Stallone and Kurt Russell were.
That seems par for the course. I'm surprised they were like, that they were men and not like female stunt doubles or something.
So they were both wearing tank tops.
Right.
Stallone was wearing like a gray tank top and Cash a white tank top.
Right.
Now in the wide shots, Cash has got sleeves on, and Tango has got a white tank top on. It's just like
beautiful.
These are not difficult things to get right, though, during your production.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know what to tell them.
I'm just saying, this is not asking too much to just have costume continuity.
Unless it is.
Fair enough.
It's a bridge too far, Kevin.
I can imagine a world in which they shot that stuff at a different time, and maybe the guys were both like, well, I want to wear a tank top, too. You know, it's like... No way. Why does he get his arms out? I don't get my arms out.
My arms need to be... I need to show my arms.
Bigger.
They're bigger. My biceps are bigger. I work out a lot. Stallone sucks. I think when we start making T-shirts for people... Why have we
decided we love Arnold and we hate Stallone?
Stallone's terrible. Stallone's not a good actor.
What other than First Blood...
Rocky.
And what do you like that he's done in his career? Stallone, anything?
I think it stops there. I mean, there are movies that were Cliffhanger was entertaining. Yeah,
he's done some good work. He was like fucking awesome in that movie Copland, which is a departure for him. It was just straight acting.
Right.
He was schlubby and overweight.
Yeah, I remember he gained a lot of weight for that role.
He was killer for that. It's just but he's done a lot of bullshit in his career.
He really has. He's not a good actor.
Yeah, we were out walking earlier and discussing how, for a guy who really is not much of an actor, he has gotten paid a lot of money for acting.
Yep.
That's more power to you,
Absolutely.
I guess.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, he stayed in his lane, right?
Yeah, he found the right look and the right type of projects, I guess.
And we've already talked about peaks and valleys with Stallone, that like when he returns to the well, sometimes it's successful, but it's like people are going to pay that money to go see Rambo and Rocky.
Yeah, you put one of those iconic characters, and globally, you got to think those are also doing big business.
They're still making Rocky movies to this day that he's in.
He found a way to also kind of parlay those into the Expendables franchise,
right?
Which I feel like is just like, let's get everyone who's kind of like had that one iconic Rambo type character
absolutely
part and put them in a movie together, and all the fans will come out.
And it's
to
true.
See a Dolph Lundgren and Wesley Snipes and whoever else is in there. Throw some mixed martial artists in the bag as well. Fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin or whatever else.
Oh hell yeah! The Texas rattlesnake.
But the idea is that okay, we're gonna jump onto these power lines and use our belts to slide down them.
Like, we're going to use our canvas belts that are wet to slide down this power line.
Good, yeah. They would just be hanging there until they couldn't hang on anymore.
And
I think.
they're not even at an incline. The power lines go like straight across. They're like straight. Like I don't understand, but it's not for me to. You were not put on Earth to get it.
Cash goes first, and it works exactly as planned.
Exactly.
Yeah, to a T. I like the exchange right before he jumped, where he's like, "If I don't make this, are you even going to try it?" And he's like, "Depends on how close you get."
Yeah,
it's like because I like it's kind of like I know I could probably jump a little bit farther than you.
Right.
So,
exactly.
That's not bad.
It's like I'm going to see how you fail, and then maybe I'll be able to pull it off.
Yeah.
Now it's Tango's turn.
Tango's turn. He lines up to go. He's running, and that's when Face pops out of a hatch in the floor and trips him. It's like, where the fuck? How does Face...
He had more time to look at the blueprint.
He didn't follow them the same route that they went, so how would he know where they were even going?
He had more time with the blueprint.
Maybe. I mean, yes. But how does he know where they would have been trying to get to?
He's been in prison longer?
And that's not Matt's plan, I wouldn't think, would have been to get on this rooftop. I feel like this was like your plan B. Or whatever.
Right, exactly.
Fuck.
Anyway, he found him. He trips Tango.
He trips him. Yeah.
And then he snares him with a chain and a grappling hook.
Where did he find a grappling hook just lying around?
The warden gave it to him, the evil warden that we never meet.
The unseen warden.
He drags him around and calls him a dog, which you surmised was like they told him to improvise, and he just like got hooked on the dog. Come here, puppy. Come here, puppy. Here, boy, heel.
Speak, doggy. It was all just a series of dog references.
Yeah, we got it. You've got him on a leash.
He's leashed
Understood.
Up. Exactly. So he's dragging him around on the rooftop, completely unaware of the sparking like electrical array.
Yeah, he knew where the hatch was, but he didn't realize that there was an electric thing on the roof.
So Tango sort of manages to get a foothold and unhooks that chain and lets it go, and that just sends Face flying backwards into the power lines and stuff.
Thus endeth Face.
Yeah, man.
Which I have a problem with this. That's a waste of a good heel, which we'll talk about later.
This dude had the look.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like Face should have been kept around for a lot longer, and that they killed him off prematurely. And like I say, we'll talk more about this later. But
yeah, right. There were ways you could have used him better.
What a waste.
I love anytime a grappling hook appears in a movie, I'm a fan of it. It's like just old school shit.
It makes me want to like try to use one to climb a wall, scale a wall.
Oh yeah, there's cool videos, dude. I looked it up when I was doing when we were doing Predator way back.
Nice.
And there's some cool videos of like people doing cool things with grappling hooks.
I love it.
Just YouTube search grappling hook, and there's some cool stuff going on there.
I will. I can't wait. What are you doing later?
We're gonna grapple.
Nice.
So he's just getting shocked to death and screaming, "Tango!"
Stupid.
Fucking crazy. I don't think you'd be able to talk anymore.
Once that power hits you. Plus, we also think that his body would still just continue to burn.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it'd be like broiling flesh, you know what I mean? Like, he'd be smoldering and gross.
Smelling bad.
Like the fucking dude from Green Mile.
Like Edouard Delacroix.
Yeah. He just, like, would cook. There'd be smoke and...
Don't like it. I don't like it.
So now Tango makes his big leap onto the power line and slides down.
He predictably makes it. He must have transferred. So as he's running, like he's got the belt in his hand, and then as he's flying through the air, it's in his teeth. So I guess we just have to assume that just before he jumped, he made the transfer from hand to
dropped
teeth.
He dropped it. Or no, he threw it into his own mouth. Caught it.
And he slides down successfully, just like Cash did.
Those dudes dropped off that line from a height of 40 to 50 feet, I would say.
It reminded me of when John Matrix jumped out of the plane.
Matrix was probably at 300 feet at least high. But these dudes, yeah, they landed.
Their legs would break.
Hard. You would break.
Legs,
whatever
ribs,
hit the ground
pelvis,
first would
shattered pelvis.
Absolutely.
What'd you do? Stop for coffee and a Danish?
I hate Danish.
Good joke.
That's an in-joke. That's a meta line.
Yeah, you have to know a little bit about Stallone at the time and his previous marriage to actress Bridget Nielsen
of Denmark,
who played Red Sonja.
And I think they had a horrible, bitter divorce.
Right. You also know her from the fourth Rocky movie.
Yeah, she was Drago's girl. She was the lead opposite Stallone in Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She
was a beautiful woman in her day, but a fucking man-eater as well. Like,
right.
I think she was, yeah.
She's a man-eater.
She was probably about as good of a spouse as Stallone likely was.
Just a prince, I imagine.
Yeah, just a
very attentive lover, patient and kind.
He's probably like fucking Patrick Bateman, where he's checking himself out in the mirror during.
All the time.
Yeah.
That's
fucking
creepy.
Weird.
But true.
Weird scene.
Super
dude.
true, though.
Yeah, for sure. So now they just instantly decide we're going to part ways. Like, all right, dude, well,
I would stay together.
Out there.
I'd stay together for like at least to get away from the prison, right?
Yeah.
So you can back each other up.
Far from Los Angeles,
right.
I think.
Right.
Far from Los Angeles. They just have an easier time getting back there together.
Tango did do him a solid and say, like, if things get too hot out there on the streets, go to a club called Cleopatra and ask for Catherine. She'll know where to find you.
Yeah. So thank God that we got some sort of
a
hint of where the story's going to go next. That's definitely going to pay off. Meanwhile, back at Perret's lair, Quan and Lopez made a video call to Perret.
This shit's funny as hell.
1989.
Right.
They have been patched through onto his big wall of monitors in his lair. They're just very dismayed about the fact that Tango and Cash have escaped after 2 days.
And rightfully so,
in prison.
Because this has been an enormous waste of time when they could have just killed them.
That prison held them for 2 days. So, but about this video call.
It's flawless.
What? How?
It's flawless. Well, you posit that Perret's hired an evil AV club.
This technology did not exist, though. But yeah, on the Quan and Lopez, there's like a cameraman working it because it's zooming and panning. It's not just a stationary camera.
I didn't even think about that when I was watching it. The fact that somebody was like
working that camera,
working the camera.
This technology, though, did not exist in 1989.
It did if you had the money, maybe.
I mean, you could do live via satellite, but then you have to have a satellite hookup.
Perret's very wealthy.
He's resourceful.
He's got lots of... You don't know his life?
I guess not, but this was insane. It patched them through. Yeah. So they have the guys are fucking pissed. Perret, says, don't worry, they'll be captured. But, of course, Quan and Lopez, rightly, don't trust the police to necessarily be out to get Tango and Cash because they still love them and trust them or whatever. Perret tells him, don't worry about it. Everything's under control. Hangs up on him. Then Ponytail enters and gives Perret a mouse. That Perret just...
It brings him his little box.
Yeah.
It's like because he's agitated. Perret's agitated, and Ponytail knows what'll calm his boss down. I know
it's time to bring the mouse.
Sometimes your boss you bring your boss's favorite cocktail or like something else, but he knows that he needs to like bring him his mouse to sniff.
It was like here's your mouse, sir. I know you enjoy sniffing them when you're stressed out, because he takes that mouse out and he just puts it against his face.
Nose. Yeah. And he tells Ponytail to cover his tracks. Yeah. And Ponytail leaves.
And then Perret just proceeds to just play with that mouse.
It sets his mind at ease.
I guess so. It's like a therapy animal.
Exactly.
Fuck.
I have nothing to announce or nothing to declare but my therapy rat.
So I think that's enough mayhem.
I've had enough.
I need another drink.
I need 2 or 3.
All right.
I can't go on.
Well, we're going to be back where we've made it past the halfway point here. It's all downhill from here.
Hope you guys are sticking with us. We're having a good time talking about Tango and Cash, Cash and Tango. And we hope you're enjoying hanging out with us too.
Absolutely. We will be back.